Oh, hey everybody, it's Eric here. What's up? It's been a while since we talked or whatever. Yeah, my hair is different since last time you guys saw me. Shorter, still kind of long-ish. And this is a different kind of video than one I'm usually used to making. Hold on for a second. But I wanted to try something different. I'm not sure exactly how this is gonna pan out, but well, the reason why I'm wearing what I'm wearing right now, and you might think it's a Jared Goff jersey because it says 16, but it's in fact I paid for a custom jersey. My favorite number was always 16, and as you can tell, yeah, it's never been made public, but I like sports, and I like my favorite team has always been the Los Angeles Rams. Well, when I started to like them, and they were still St. Louis Rams, so that was probably like around 2008, 2009-ish? Around 2008, 2010. I don't remember exactly when I started liking the Rams. I just started liking them. I think it was just arbitrary. It's like, you know what, I'm gonna pick that team. A team out of St. Louis that doesn't really get talked about too much, honestly, around the time at least, but now they're a part of LA and really good team now. So I'm probably gonna make a bunch of other Rams videos coming up because NFL season's coming around. I might be transitioning to do some other stuff. I don't know. I just want to try something new. But today I'm gonna be doing, since why not, a early recently, I think it was this last Wednesday by the time the video came out. This video comes out the 12th of May. The NFL schedule for any release. So of course we already knew who our opponents were gonna be, like who we're gonna face and all that stuff. It's just that now it's finally set in stone when we're gonna face them, if it's a home or away game, and if it's like what day we're gonna face them and all that stuff. So going on with that, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it real quick. First things first, I know somewhat about football. I don't know a lot about football. I'm still learning, so hopefully me doing a bunch of stuff like this helps me out a lot better. But this is just my predictions of what I feel is gonna be happening with with the Rams. Obviously, the past off season they have acquired Matthew Stafford, the former quarterback of the Detroit Lions, longtime Detroit Lions, now LA Rams. Of course, they switched him out for Jared Goff, who was a previous quarterback who just wasn't working out in the system anymore. So it's like, you know what, we need something new. So they upgraded. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and go through the schedule. I might make a video explaining how exactly the NFL schedule works. But just to give a brief overview, of course, there are different divisions that all the teams are part of, and they each face the division opponents twice. They then again face mainly people in the conference, LA Rams being part of the NFC. They mainly face a bunch of NFC teams, of course, with a few of the other conference being the AFC. But that's so on and so forth. But funny thing about this is because we're facing a bunch of people who were part of the NFC North. The LA Rams are part of the NFC East. No, NFC West. But we're facing people who were part of the NFC North, and the NFC North had the Detroit Lions on it. So Matthew Stafford's going to be facing against opponents that he's used to facing, as well as his former team. So funny about that. But this is long with an intro to go ahead and start talking about the teams. First things first, week 1 against the Bears at home, Sunday Night Football. Big question with the Bears is going to be, are they going to be starting Justin Fields or not? My guess is no, they're going to be going with Andy Dalton. Of course, Bears are starting to get really into it. They have a good defense, but I still feel like the Rams will be, especially not Matthew Stafford knowing that defense very well, and especially with new offense and a strong offense and a good, I say the other Rams have a better defense than the Bears. That will be one win, Matthew Stafford's first win in LA against a former divisional rival being the Bears at Sunday Night Football. And then an away game, week 2, we go on to the Colts. So Colts in Indianapolis. I don't think that'll be a very tough game, really. Colts still a good team, but Carson Wentz isn't the best quarterback. Of course, Colts are also still in the rebuilding stage as well, so I still feel like they're still trying to get some stuff going. Of course, these first couple of weeks with Matthew Stafford as quarterback for the Rams aren't going to be the best, but he is a veteran quarterback, been in the league since 2009. I was about to say 20-something. I don't know what I was going to say, but he's been in the league since 2009. So he's been in the league for a while, so I feel like he will be able to get it. He's a pretty smart guy. I feel like that'll clock in another win for the Rams. So now being 2-0, heading into week 3 at home at SoFi Stadium against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, the reigning Super Bowl champs. I personally don't see a way that the Rams actually take this. Sure, it's at home, and you know the Bucs might be like having a Super Bowl high or whatever, but personally speaking, I still feel like it'll be the first loss for the Rams this year against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's just a really good team that they have right there. Next is going to be another home game against the Cardinals. Cardinals are still nothing special in the NFC West. NFC West is one of the tougher divisions. Cardinals, the weakest of the 4. Sure, they now have JJ Watt, but I still feel like even with JJ Watt, that offense just knows that defense well, and they'll be able to take them for the next win. Then after that, we're gonna go away game at Thursday Night Football against the Seahawks at Seahawks are still. I'm still unsure on what to think about the Seahawks at the moment. Of course, this is going to be at home. Well, this is going to be a away game at Seahawks Stadium, which is a very loud stadium. I feel like, personally speaking, I feel like this is going to be a loss for the Rams. Facing against the Seahawks at their home. Seahawks and Rams are pretty evenly matched and stuff like that, but I still feel like, as much as I want to say Rams win this, I feel like the Seahawks are going to take it. But immediately after that, week 6 at New Orleans, New Jersey, in MetLife Stadium, they were facing the Giants, and that's going to be an easy win right there. Giants are starting that rebuilding phase. Sure, they got some more pieces. Daniel Jones is not the best quarterback. They still need to work on more on the defense and stuff like that. I just feel like this is going to be a pretty nice win for the Rams. And then heading to week 8, Texans. We're not sure how the Texans are going to be looking. Of course, they lost the main defensive presence in JJ Watt. We're unsure what's going to be happening with Deshaun Watson, so we're not sure who the QB is going to be at the moment. So I feel like this Texans roster is really going to be stuck in that rebuilding phase for a while. So I feel like even at away, I feel like this is going to be another win for the Rams. Now, if you're keeping score, well, week 8, now they are at 5-2. Pretty nice. Next is going to be a home game against the Tennessee Titans. Titans is a better team. Good running game, decent quarterback, not the best quarterback, but decent quarterback with Ryan Tannehill. All right defense and stuff like that. But I feel like since it's at Rams home, Sunday Night Football, I feel like that's going to be another win for the Rams. So now we're 6-2, heading into week 10. Also, throughout this whole thing, we haven't had a bye week. So I feel like with all that being said, heading to an away game, Monday Night Football against the 49ers. Even though the 49ers are a bit rough for Jimmy Garoppolo, we're not sure at this point if it's going to be Jimmy G or Trey Lance. I feel like 49ers are going to have the Rams number at this point, especially since they haven't had a bye week yet. Matthew Stafford's tough, but I feel like everyone else, they have like some really tough players, but still, I feel like they're just going to be, especially since they're riding high on all these wins, I feel like heading into San Francisco, they're going to be ending up on the losing end. So now we finally have our bye week at week 11. They're going to be taking some time to relax, recuperate. Currently, we're at the 6-3. Pretty nice. Now heading into week 12, the away game at Lambeau Field against the Packers. Oof. Okay, so this can go one of two ways. Aaron Rodgers could still be a Green Bay Packer. I feel like these teams are pretty evenly matched, and Matthew Stafford especially, he is adapted to. Of course, they are a West Coast team, an LA team not used to the cold, and especially with all of these teams that they face so far, haven't had to deal with cold weather at all. It's not going to be the coldest weather, of course, since it's still in November, but still, you never know in Wisconsin. Aaron Rodgers could still be there. And I feel like if Aaron Rodgers is there, it's going to be a loss for the Rams. I feel like it's just like super tight, super close thing. But I feel like if they have Aaron Rodgers, I feel like they could be able to do it and make it through. But if Aaron Rodgers isn't there, and it's Jordan Love who they decide to go with, and Aaron Rodgers is instead either on a different team or just not playing, we'll know by the start of the season. But just with stuff's happening right now, I'm going to give the Packers the benefit of the doubt and say that Aaron Rodgers is still a Green Bay Packer. That's going to be another loss for the Rams. So now we're at 6-4. Heading into week 13, a home game against the Jags. Now the Rams are going to be lost 2 games in a row. Home game against new Trevor Lawrence-led Jaguars at SoFi Stadium. I feel like this is going to be a pretty nice win for the Rams, given the Jags another. I don't know how the Jags are going to be. I feel like even though Trevor Lawrence is a very good quarterback, Jags still need a lot of stuff to make it through. Just sure, having an amazing quarterback is going to help you out, but I feel like with the situation Trevor Lawrence is going to be dropped in, he's going to struggle a bit, at least for his first couple, probably like his first year. Probably in his sophomore year he'll be better off, but I feel like little tidbit, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know this, Trevor Lawrence hasn't lost a regular season game in all of his college career. He's only lost like postseason games, so they'll be like playoffs games, national championship games, stuff like that. And I feel like Trevor Lawrence is finally going to be losing a lot of regular season games. So wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now we're going to be heading. It's going to be 8-4 heading into week 14. Away game against the Cardinals, Monday Night Football. Again, I feel like we just got the Cardinals numbers. Cardinals are not going to have... Cardinals, again, like I said earlier in the first thing, Cardinals not the best team, the weakest link in the NFC West, even though it's a very tough division. Next, in another divisional rival game, Seahawks. I feel like we're going to trade wins, so we're going to clock in another win, this time at home at SoFi Stadium against Russell Wilson and his Seahawks. Then it's the Vikings at over there in Minneapolis. I'm unsure what to think about this. I feel like the Rams could underestimate what the Vikings are going to do. Obviously, Stafford probably isn't because he's used to facing them a lot. And I feel like just because they have Stafford now, and Stafford knows the team so well that it's going to clock him in another victory. And then it's going to be another away game against the Ravens. I feel like this is going to be a loss for the Rams. Ravens are a very good team. Just having a home game, just being off the... Alright, so they just had a home game, so they're just on the West Coast. Heading towards Minneapolis up to the north, and then having this... we're not sure if they're going to go back home or just stay around in that area, but if they go back home and then have to go back to the East Coast to face the Ravens, I feel like that's going to be very tough. And I feel like with just conditions like that, it's going to be Rams losing in the end. But then finally, bouncing back, we're going to be trading wins with the 49ers. This time it's going to be at home. By then, we'll be able to figure out like Jimmy G or Trey Lance if he's already in here. Stafford is going to be riding the high, and then we're going to end off this Rams season with another victory. So by the end of it, they're going to be in this new 17-game new 17 game season. They're going to be 12-5 by the end of it. That's just my personal feelings on how everything's going with the Rams and how I see this team going in the future. Obviously, this is just me thinking about stuff, so I'm not sure if this is actually going to be happening. I'll probably make more NFL content in the future. Tell me what you guys think about this. Obviously, this is just me talking off the cuffs and just making my predictions. I might make more insightful videos on more LA Rams stuff in the future. Just let me know. And hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys later. See ya.